Little Laubi Featherfluff and the Trembling, Brave Leaf. It was a windy autumn day on the colourful farm. The leaves danced through the air like fluttering butterflies. The air was fresh and cool, and the wind whooshed gently over the fields, making the tall grasses sway in waves. Laubi Featherfluff, the curious little chick, was running across the farm with his best friends, Thilo Gruntrose, the playful piglet, and Mimi Moomellow, the gentle calf. The three friends were laughing and playing together, chasing leaves, jumping through piles of straw, and spinning in circles until they tumbled over, giggling. Their laughter echoed through the breeze as they explored every nook and cranny of the autumn wonderland. They played hide and seek among hay bales, made leaf crowns, and even tried to catch the falling leaves with their mouths. Laubi managed to catch one and showed it proudly to the others before it floated away again on the wind. As they wandered further, their game led them to an old grand oak tree. Its twisting branches stretched high into the sky, like arms reaching for the clouds. Just beneath the tree, a small creek babbled softly, its cool water sparkling in the afternoon light. More and more leaves were letting go of the tall oak tree, drifting down like little parachutes. They twirled and fluttered joyfully before landing in the creek, where they joined other colourful leaves that were already spinning and playing in the water like children at a party. The creek welcomed them with gentle ripples, and their laughter seemed to dance on the surface. Laubi hopped over to the edge of the creek, watching the leaves joyfully drift downstream. He leaned closer and dipped a toe in the water. It was inviting and playfully gentle, just like the breeze that had followed them across the fields. But then he paused. "Shh, did you hear that?" he asked, tilting his head. Mimi and Thilo stopped giggling and listened. Between the wind rustling the trees and the water murmuring through the rocks, there it was, a tiny, soft sound. It sounded like someone crying. They followed the sound with quiet steps, eyes scanning the branches above. There, right at the tip of a high, thin branch, they saw it, a small trembling leaf. Its edges were tinged with yellow and brown, and it clung tightly to the branch as the wind swayed it gently. Laubi called up kindly, "Hello, little leaf. Are you okay? Why are you crying?" The little leaf sniffled. "I'm scared. The wind keeps telling me it's time to let go. But what if I fall into the creek and get swept away? What if I end up all alone? I don't think that I am brave enough for this." Laubi gave the leaf his warmest smile. "You're not alone. We're right here. And you know what? Being brave doesn't mean you're not afraid. It means you try anyway, even when you're scared." Thilo Gruntrose grunted in agreement. He wiggled his little snout, then jumped into a muddy puddle with a loud splash. Mud flew everywhere, even on Laubi's feathers. "See? I used to be afraid of jumping in new puddles. I thought I'd sink or slip. But now I love it. You never know how fun something might be until you try." The leaf rustled quietly, watching Thilo splash around. "But what if I fall and can't swim? What if I float far away and don't find any friends?" Mimi stepped softly to the edge of the creek. Her eyes were kind and full of memory. "That's okay," she said gently. "The first time I crossed the old wobbly bridge at the edge of the field, I was really scared too. The boards creaked and the wind pushed at me, but I made it to the other side, and it was so pretty there. I saw flowers I'd never seen before. And then something wonderful happened. I made friends with a sweet family of little grasshoppers who live there. Now I'm not afraid at all, and I'm so glad I faced my fear. And you won't be alone when you try to discover new adventures. Sometimes that's when you make the best friends of all. Laubi looked up at the little leaf and chirped, "Maybe it'll help if I try something too." He fluttered up and carefully climbed onto the branch right next to the leaf. The branch wobbled under his tiny feet. From up there, the creek looked much farther away than it had from the ground. The sparkling water rippled and shimmered below, and Laubi's little wings trembled. He gulped. "Oh, it's higher than I thought." "You can do it, Laubi." "We believe in you," called Mimi and Thilo from below. Laubi closed his eyes. He remembered that his friends were great swimmers and that they were watching over him with care and love. He took a deep breath, puffed out his chest, and with all the courage he could gather, he jumped. Down he soared, flapping his wings in every direction until, splash! He landed right in the creek. Water sprayed all around him, and a few colourful leaves bobbed and floated nearby. Laubi popped up laughing. "It wasn't scary at all. It's actually really fun." The little leaf watched with wide eyes. Laubi had been scared too, but he'd tried anyway. Something stirred inside the leaf, a quiet strength. With a tiny shake, it let go. Down it floated, gently twirling and spinning in the breeze. It caught a little gust of wind and sailed beautifully through the air, gliding and curling like a tiny dancer. The leaf giggled. Yes, giggled as it danced its way down, spinning like it never had before. It landed with a soft plop next to Laubi in the creek. The water carried it gently along with a group of other colourful leaves. They floated together like a small happy parade. The little leaf called out happily, "This is even better than I imagined. I feel free. I feel brave." Laubi paddled beside it, keeping a watchful eye. Mimi and Thilo ran along the bank, waving and laughing. "See?" called Mimi. "Sometimes the thing we're most afraid of turns out to be the greatest adventure." The leaf floated peacefully, no longer trembling. It looked up at the sky and felt proud. That day, Laubi and his friends learned something very special. Courage doesn't mean you're never afraid. It means you try, even when you are. And when you have friends by your side, fear feels a little smaller. And maybe, just maybe, bravery feels a little like flying.
In every heart, both big and small, lives a spark brave through it all. Though fright may whisper loud and clear, with friends on sight, there's less to fear. Courage lives inside of you, shining bright, strong and true. With friends around, the path feels light. Dread turns to pure delight. Thilo splashed to show the way. Mimi smiled and said it's okay. Laubi soared with wings spread wide. "You can do it," his friends replied. Courage lives inside of you, shining bright, strong and true. With friends around, the path feels light. Dread turns to pure delight. Every leap, both big and small, brings adventures to us all. Hold on tight, then let it go. With friends together, challenge and grow. Courage lives inside of you, shining bright, strong and true. With friends around, the path feels light. Dread turns to pure delight. So take that step, both brave and free. Adventures waiting, just believe.